Yeah, let's get it. What's up? What's up? What's up, Eagle Nation's fans? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let me get in here. Let me get in here. And welcome to the fan cave where it doesn't matter where you live as long as Eagle Pride and Eagle Green is what you give. I'm your host, OGP, and you know the deal. It's time to get real. So you see the ticker and the thumbnail, so you know it's time to show one more video. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. And if you have any kinds of questions, comments, or concern, I will have the the Eagle Nation's fan cave at gmail.com scrolling down at the bottom of the page in a minute. Matter of fact, let me do it now so you have it, because you see what the ticker says. It's about us talking about the victory over the Lions. So you see there's the information that you can get in IG. You got not only the IG, you got the Gmail. You got Eagle Nation Fan Cave at gmail.com. You got at Eagle underscore Nation OGP on Twitter, and you got Eagles Nation Fan Cave on IG. So that's how you can get in touch with us. That's how you can express any of your concerns, questions, or comments. That's also how you can go ahead and get our how to get in touch with us, or how to get on the chat as well. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Okay, anyway, let me get it together here right now, because it's about what happened yesterday. Now, listen. I get it. I'm a little distraught. Not distraught, but I would have liked to have seen the defense perform better. I thought that the defense would perform better. That was my take, that the defense would perform better than the offense, because normally it takes offenses a little bit more time to gel than it does defense. But for some reason, well, I get it. I mean, there was wholesale changes on the defense. We got new people who didn't play much in the preseason. So it's going to take a couple games, 2-3 games, for the defense to begin to gel, because they didn't play. Whereas for the most part, we only have one additional piece on the offensive end. So we basically pretty much have the same offense that we had last year. So coming together, gelling, it wasn't as big of a problem. Now, the other thing that I want to say is, I hear us talk about our offensive line, and I'm a proponent of our offensive line, but I say that our offensive line is better at the run game than it is at the pass protection. I don't think our pass game is as good as it could be, and it needs more work in from our offensive linemen. But our run game is the best, and one of the best. What makes it best is Jalen Hurts being able to as he said, freak or get loose. That and nobody can do it like Jalen Hurts. I don't care what you say. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Jalen Hurts. Yes, I am. No QB in the NFL was able to do what Jalen Hurts did yesterday. Not the boy in Buffalo, not the boy in Baltimore. Neither one. These guys, who everybody think are the premier prototype quarterbacks, new quarterback, but the real one, the prototype, is Jalen Hurts. Watch, you're going to see it. You're going to see it this year. See, because Jackson in Baltimore doesn't have any, and he really doesn't have any wideouts. He really doesn't. And eventually, from what I've heard, he's put on weight, which is good. He's about 230 now, or at least that's what I'm told, which is good, because he's going to need it, because he's going to have to run if they're going to do anything prominent in Baltimore this year. Now, the guy up in Baltimore, up in Buffalo, okay, all right. I mean, he's doing his thing too. He's doing his thing too. But he gets all the credit for doing no more than Jalen Hurts has done. Actually, I mean, I don't get it. But for some reason, he's this, that, and the other, and Jalen Hurts is terrible for some reason. I disagree. Listen, I think our defense is going to be better. I really do think our defense is going to be better. I think I'm not a proponent of getting rid of Jonathan Gannon just yet. I think Jonathan Gannon needs to show that he is a D coordinator. I haven't seen it yet. It's only one game. Granted, it's only one game. You got all these wholesale changes that have been made on our defense, so it's going to take some time to get used to. So it's going to take some time for them to get used to him and to his schemes and the way he does things. So, I think that I was anticipating a top 5 defense, maybe top 10, maybe a top 10. Eventually, I think by the time the middle of the season comes, I think our defense will be hitting on all cylinders, and I think that our defense will show that its eliteness by the middle of the season. All right, so I listen to all these national media pundits and these programs. They are totally ignoring what happened with the Eagles yesterday. The only thing that they want to say about it is that the Lions almost caught us. And that we were supposed to beat them really bad. But they're not going to say anything, or haven't said anything about Jalen Hurts' performance. They're all quiet. They're all quiet. But watch is what they do. As he continues to do it, they're all going to jump on the bandwagon. The ones that are silent now will be the ones that will be trying to jump on the bandwagon later, like Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is going to be jumping on the bandwagon. Some of these other folks that are silent, totally silent about the Eagles, are going to jump on the bandwagon. But don't fall for don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. They all they're doing is they're fair weather prognosticators. That's all they are. They're not fans, but they're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. They're supposed to do what they're doing because that's their job, to keep those fans in certain areas interested in what they have to say, even though they really don't have much to say at all, because all they're doing is saying the obvious. All they're doing is talking the obvious. If you really want to know what's going on, you need to tune into those people that are doing YouTube, that are fans for that particular team, because you're going to get honest, real, down to earth kinds of things that are said about the team. They're going to be honest about their team. Now, listen, I am excited about what we did. I was surprised by our offensive output. I want to say one thing. I did say that Miles Sanders is going to play angry, and he's going to continue to play angry. Should have had over a buck yesterday, but that's fine. That's fine. It's coming. It's coming. Miles Sanders is going to have an excellent season. If they don't pay him here, somebody's going to pay him. And if we don't pay him, it's going to be a big mistake. It's going to be a big mistake. Now, one of the things I still say we need a big back. We had several opportunities up close. Sure, we got them. We got Scott scored, Gainwell scored up close, but I still think we need that big back for short yardage. Maybe not so much on goal line, but first down yardage. We can't continue to expect Jalen Hurts to run. You saw what happened as Hurts was running. They were able to come in and jump on the power. It's the same thing they did with Cam Newton. And I don't care how good of a quarterback you are, sooner or later that's going to take a toll. Injuries are going to take place. It's just like during the preseason, during the Jets game, they hit him out of bounds. And what precludes that and keeps that from happening? You need big backs that's going to be able to take those kind of hits and take those and get those tough yards. Jalen is tough right now. He's young. He's 24. But sooner or later, those hits are going to take its toll. You can't keep putting your quarterback in those kinds of situations. Now, you got to do it every now and again. Yes, you have to do it. He's going to have to take off and run like he did yesterday. He had to take off and run because of the blitz, because the line wasn't picking up the blitz. But you can't pick up the blitz when they send more people than you have on the line. You can't do it. So what you have to do is either get the ball out quick or you're going to have to run. Jalen ran. And I get it. No problem. I don't have a problem with it. But what we need to do is our pass pro needs to get better. It really does, because not always was it blitzing, but we need to get better in our pass pro, and that includes our backs need to get better at pass pro, and so and we need to get a bigger back, right? We need to get a package for blitz package where we got tight ends. We got a bigger back. We got people that are going to be able to help offset that blitz, because we don't. And all we think about is how we're going to offensively go at a team. Well, you need to protect your quarterback too. You need to protect. That's what they did for Tom Brady last night. That's what they did for Tom Brady. They protected Tom Brady. And that's when they saw blitzing, they did what they needed to do to what if it was to bring a tight end or a wide receiver or another back or another lineman to cut off that blitz. They did what they needed to do. We need a blitz package that's going to help protect our quarterback. Now, I need to say this. I need to say this. AJ Brown is a legit number one wideout. We already know that, but you know, he doesn't get the notoriety or the attention that a number one gets. He doesn't. I mean, really, CeeDee Lamb gets more, and he's really not a legit number one. We saw that last night. He's not. He's not a legitimate one. He's not built for it. He's not. He's really not. But we've got a legitimate number one, and it's not to put down Smith, Dante Smith. It's not. It's not. But Dante Smith is a little guy, and little guys get broke eventually. But when you got someone like AJ Brown, it really offsets Smitty. It offsets him and takes pressure off him so that he can do what he needs to do, because he's not going to draw a number one corner. And in a number one corner, anything less than a number one corner, Smitty's going to cook. He's going to beat him every time. He's going to beat him every time. So we need to really look at that and appreciate this number one that we've got. We haven't had it in a long time. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I mean, 155 yards in your debut. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's outrageous. I don't think any Philly wideout has done that since the 70s. 70s? That says it all right there. I mean, anyway, now they say Dak Prescott is hurt, broken hand, out 6 to 8 weeks. That's it. Dallas is done. The bottom line is all they got now is run game. And what all teams need to do now is load the box. If you load the box and anticipate Elliott carrying the ball a lot, and he's just not the back that he used to be. I don't know if he can still tote it like that. But the bottom line is that's where it's going to be. And they're going to have to bring somebody in. They're going to have to find a quarterback somewhere, whether it's an old quarterback that they had in the past or get someone that's not playing right now or what have you. They're going to. I wanted the Eagles personally. I wanted the Eagles to get Cam Newton as a backup. That was me. You look at my broadcast. I said it before. Before the season even started. But if Dallas is going to do anything, they better go get Cam Newton. They better go get Cam Newton. That's the closest thing that they're going to get that's going to be able to do and even exceed Dak Prescott. He may not have the arm of Dak, but Dak don't have the wheels that Cam has. So that would be a good thing if they were going to do it. But listen, I'm going to close with this, and I'm going to say this. The NFC East is no longer the NFC least. Watch what I'm saying. The Giants, the Commanders, and Dallas and the Eagles are not going to be walkovers. It's going to be tough for the Cowboys now. But the other three teams, watch what happens. Well, maybe not the Giants. Yeah, but I expect the Commanders to make some noise. They're just not going to make no noise enough to really change the landscape within the East. But the bottom line is this. I mean, okay, the Commanders won, but they beat the Jaguars. Let that sink in. They beat the Jaguars. We beat the Lions. The Lions were not the same team. They are not the same team that they were last year. And believe me, they're going to surprise some teams this year. They were close last year. They're going to beat some teams this year. They're going to beat some teams, and some of these teams that think that the Lions is going to be easy to beat. They're not. They're not, and they don't even have the boy that's from Alabama back, the wideout yet. I think it's James Williams or Williams. I think it's Williamson, something like that. They don't even have him back yet. Wait till they get him back. The Lions are not going to be bad. And Swift, did you know he's from Philly? That's a Philly boy. Yeah, he's a Philly boy. Swift, the running back for the Lions. Yeah, watch that guy this year. I've been watching him for a couple of years now. The boy is tough. He's tough. He's a Philly boy. But anyway, listen, the NFC East is no longer the NFC least. We got a lot to prove. We're going to show up a lot of games this year, believe me, and I'm looking for that. Listen, NFC teams, if you want to collaborate and stuff, I'm open for that. Any guys out there, gals out there that have content or have a channel, you're looking for somebody with a perspective from about the Eagles, I'm your boy. Let's get together. Let's communicate. Let's collaborate. Let's do something together. Again, if you have anything that you want, any comments, questions, or concerns, you see the email, that's email nation, that's Eagle Nation Fan Cave at gmail.com. Hit me up. And I love to collaborate with you. Anyway, that's it for today. Listen, hit that like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell. Help me to help push this channel so that we can continue to do some things this year, because we're going to be continuing. Had some problems getting online, getting on yesterday. I wanted to do a pregame. We're going to be doing pregame starting. Probably I'm gonna try to do it the night before, because it seemed like it's going to probably work best for me. I'm gonna probably try to start doing some things on Saturday nights to talk about the Eagles and to talk about the game that we're going to be having that next day. But anyway, look, until the next time, this is OGP, and I'm bidding you peace, power, and Eagle pride.